Down here, that's me.
When 17-year-old Jack O'Brien decided to join the Marine Corps in 1942, he had no idea what was in store. A Purple Heart, a Silver Star. And nightmares that would later force him to talk about what happened during the war.
Human life is a human life. That's all there is to it.
He remembers June 15, 1944, very clearly. It was attack day on the Japanese island of Saipan in the South Pacific, about 1,500 miles from Tokyo. When the doors of the landing ship tanks opened, Jack was among the first of the 8,000 Marines to storm the beach. Private First Class Jack O'Brien was an intelligence scout with the 8th Regiment of the 2nd Marine Division. Using a sound-power telephone, his job was to guide U.S. tanks across volcanic terrain, around shell holes and enemy bunkers, until the tank muzzles were in point-blank range. He was awarded the country's 3rd highest Medal of Valor for what happened that day. During a critical moment when phone lines weren't working, Jack came out from behind the protection of a tank to wave the gunner into position.
And you only do these things because they have to be done.
He put himself between the Japanese just a few feet away and the tank's .30 caliber machine gun. The U.S. military says Jack showed great personal valor and tenacious devotion to duty. Jack says, matter-of-factly, he had a job to do.
I saw a lot of people do a lot of things that were just as brave or more braver than what I did.
He never said boo to me. I didn't know anything about this.
After the war, Jack married his junior high school sweetheart, Bobby. 86 years old now, they live in Arvada at the Springwood Retirement Center. Jack never told Bobby about his Silver Star until she found the paperwork years later. That's when he began to share the stories of what he'd seen and done.
Captain Hoffman asked me, "O'Brien, will you go see if there's anybody on our flank?" And he was talking about friendly troops. And I immediately ran into a 3-man patrol from the Japanese.
Jack saw them first. He shot all 3 of them before they could react.
It was a matter of life and death. Your life and death, or their life and death, the people who were fighting. And they were trying to kill me. You know, it was, war is hell, it really is.
Using flamethrowers to burn the Japanese out of their caves, Jack remembers a survivor running with his clothes on fire.
And all of a sudden, the last remaining living Japanese came running out of that with his rifle ready to go. And I just automatically turned and shot.
Even harder to watch were the Japanese civilians who jumped from the cliffs, choosing suicide over capture.
Some of them jumped in the water and started swimming away. And, you know, where are they going to swim to?
On day 13 of the Saipan battle, while trying to establish contact between 2 infantry groups, Jack climbed over a rock ledge and was hit by a Japanese mortar. He shared a ride to the hospital with a wounded Japanese man. His Purple Heart reminds him of the shrapnel still in his stomach. His Silver Star reminds him of the fear he felt every day. And the nightmares? They've subsided as he's begun to talk about the war.
We had a job to do and we did it. And that's how you can live with it.
Jack O'Brien is proud of his service. His children, grandchildren, and wife call him a hero, but they know he doesn't share that view.
I'm working on a little article that I've been trying to write for 5 years. What makes a hero? And I can't finish it because I really don't know. But he says it as plainly as anybody can, that you do what you have to do. and that's it.